Hi, and welcome to another episode of Christian Capitalism brought to you by Todd's Help. Today I'm going to talk to you about something that's going on today. There's a lot of change, there always is in life, right? But it's how we deal with that change. You know, recently you've heard FTX, where they had the Bitcoin debacle, where that company is going bankrupt, and it was endorsed by a lot of people, including Tom Brady. You also know that the real estate market is about to get really hit about what's going on, and so people are hanging on for that. So you see all of this happening, and inflation is really causing a lot of problems with a lot of businesses that I talk to. So, but you got to keep it in perspective, and it seems like today, when I was going through my number 9 on Todd's 10 to win, number 9 is learn something daily. Like I always say, you should have an hour, you should have 2 hours a day, whatever it may be that suits your schedule, to just flat out learn. That includes reading books and looking at different YouTubes. Well, today, while I was doing that, I came across something, Patrick Bet-David, his YouTube channel, and he was talking about, and he was mentioning the FTX crisis with the Bitcoin, and how there's a lot going on there that seems to be scandalous. They calling it the, a lot like what happened with Bernie Madoff. The other thing is that what he was talking about was to keep it in perspective. With all of that, he said you should try and be like a thermostat, not a thermometer. Don't overreact or underreact. In other words, try to regulate your temperament when it comes to that. Remember that life is change. You're going to have these turbulent times. But the key to it is that if you're working with a team and working with people that understand real, as you always hear me say, owning real estate, equities, annuities, life insurance, all of those 4 categories, then you're going to be able to weather that storm. You're not overindulging in one area or the other. It gives you that true diversity that we always talk about. That's the math and the science that goes into it. So keep perspective, try to be like he says, that thermometer. Also, I'm going to read something I came across. This was Morgan Freeman's advice of the day. I don't believe in coincidence. If you listen to me, you know I don't believe in coincidence. And I read this, and it just ties right in with something Patrick Bet-David, or David, however you want to pronounce it, was saying. Morgan Freeman, advice of the day, it says, self-control is strength. Calmness is mastery. You have to get to a point where your mood doesn't shift based on the insignificant actions of someone else. Don't allow others, I'll say, or other things, to control the direction of your life. Don't allow your emotions to overpower your intelligence, okay? So those 2 things to me, it's all about perspective. Now I'm going to add another dimension to it, okay? Because I don't think in a lot of cases people go far enough. How and why should we be like a thermostat? Well, it's because we understand the big picture. We know that our God, our Father, is in charge, and that His will is going to work out to the good in all cases, that He's got a plan for all of this, and we have to trust. So when you get together, in my first of Todd's 10 to win is prayer. Pray every day. The one thing you always want to pray for is that you can understand that God's going to work it. It's going to seem sometimes like we're going through a storm, but some good's going to come from it. And I think that's the hope that you need to keep in your mind when it comes to planning financially. So work with the team. Keep it real, which means being diversified, real estate, equities, annuities, life insurance, and how they all integrate and work together. If you liked anything you heard today, keep it in perspective. Subscribe. Reach out to us. Let us know how you're thinking. Share this. Please help us get the message out. Christian capitalism is the only way we're going to get this country back in the right direction. I think you all agree, the people that watch my YouTube, we're not going in the right direction, but we can. And we will. Remember what my good friend Phil says, I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. God bless and see you soon.